What's up, my lovely Scorpions? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, I'm just getting to these, just catching up. I had an awesome summer, so I really just took time for myself, and I'm just getting these out now. But I promise, guys, that I will be back to my normal flow, definitely by September. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you guys. I'm really excited to see where you're at right now. And just know that you guys are going to have mid-month readings coming out, although it's technically around mid-month time now. And you'll have some love readings, which I wasn't able to get to last month because I was just having a lot of fun with fam. But let's see what's going on. And this is the wrong deck. This is not what I'm using, but I will use that in a moment after this reading for you. But let's see what's been going on in your life. We're going to take a past, present, future look at everything. Okay, now this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and it is a general reading, so whatever comes out, comes out. Okay, and if you guys ever want to see what's going on specifically for you, I always leave all of my information in the description for you guys to get a hold of me. And yeah, any way that you can contact me is always there, okay? Alright, so what is going on with the sign of Scorpio for August 2018. Now, I'm using a brand new deck. This is called the Tarot of Dreams by Caro Marchetti, if any of you are interested. Okay. But people who watch me often will know I love this artist when it comes to tarot. I just feel like he is one of the most talented people I've ever seen in regards to art. But let's see what's going on, okay? Let's get this nice and shuffled. The only downfall is that this deck is probably just as big as my hand, so I really get my exercise in just shuffling this. But I hope you guys had an amazing summer. My son actually just started school, even though it's August, because we are in the South. But hopefully you guys have had some fun. For the mommies whose kids are starting school, you made it through the summer. Good for you. So let's see what's up, guys. What is going on for the sign of Scorpio? The card that came out was a King of Swords. Alright, so maybe there's a very important air sign in your life, or something where you just really have to make a boss move and cut out something that's not working for you, or just think very logically about a situation. Okay. Alright, Scorpio. So we have past. Okay, hold on. That was there. Present. Okay, future. So, energy here, King of Swords in the reverse. So, guys, this is going to be the energy of a person that could be very, very cold in regards to something that they're dealing with. In my opinion, this is a very cruel energy in the deck, but we come across this energy in two ways. One, someone that can just wake up and say, I'm just going to be a bitch today and I'm going to fuck up your life. Okay? Or two, someone who's really tried to be good in a situation and they tried to be nice in a situation, but someone kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And then this person just out of nowhere, it's like, I can't take it anymore. And they really become selfish, but because they need to. Because they need to protect themselves. So either someone who's being difficult towards you, or you're being difficult towards them, or someone who just really needs to stand their ground and cut out some bullshit in their life. Alright? We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Five of Wands. So definitely some struggle that you guys can be getting through. Maybe a time of imbalance that you're going through. And I feel like the biggest thing here is because whether this is literally at home or a person that you're dealing with, or maybe a job that you're at, there's a sense of your heart and your soul not truly feeling that you can be at home here. Okay, so there's some sort of disconnect, Scorpio. So I'm actually glad I'm doing your reading tonight so we can get through this. Okay, so let's see what's going on. First card for the past, Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay, and let me hold this up for a moment because again, this artistry is just beautiful. So Nine of Wands in the reverse. So this is something that you guys just feel like you have to give up on. It just has too much adversity. Okay, too much struggle. You just don't feel like it's worth it at this point. You have the Devil card. So this is just very toxic, something that you have to give up on. Whether it has to do with obsessions, you know, bad habits like drugs, things like that, or just a person that you felt was inherently evil or that brought out the worst in you. But with the Six of Coins in the reverse, whatever it was that you guys dropped, not only was it very toxic for you, but it was just causing too much imbalance in your life. Okay. With the Hierophant, and it's called the Faith card in this deck, but with the Hierophant here, it was something that you guys were meant to go through. This was something that was meant to elevate you to a higher spiritual level. And I say this all the time, but there is no way for us to grow spiritually without pain. There is no such thing as a spiritual awakening if you're not going through some sort of pain. So this is something that is definitely tuning you guys in more with your higher self, even if it might come in a package that you don't necessarily like. Okay, because someone is definitely feeling a loss here. We have the Five of Cups, all right? So at this point, it's being upset, crying over spilled milk, worrying more about the problem that was at hand as opposed to what you still have going for you in your life. All right, and we have the Three of Swords. So you're heartbroken here, okay? There's definitely a sense of you feeling like this is a very difficult situation, a huge disappointment you have to deal with, or a heartbreak that you have to deal with. And we have the Six of Swords. All right, so you guys really do have a difficult time moving away from something. But again, Palace of Coins in the reverse, your heart was not at home here. It just wasn't something that was realistic for you, okay, for whatever reason. Now, although you guys could be sad about this happening, with the Temperance card, your soul is at ease with this. Okay, our soul is always going to know what's best for us, but it's our human emotions, it's those egotistical emotions that, you know, we have no way to avoid them. We feel them, okay, that's normal. But with whatever this was, although you guys are heartbroken, your soul was like, oh my God, yes, finally. So your soul wanted you to get out of this, whatever it was, okay? So your soul is at ease, even though on the outside you could be having a tough time dealing with this, okay? And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, guys, so with these two cards here, you have Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune. It was just, you know, a shitty situation. And because you get yourself out of this, a lot of things happen for you. Okay? And that's always a big sign of if something was good or bad for us. If you drop a person and opportunities open up and you're more abundant and more things are coming into your life that suit you, that person was holding you back. You know, but if you get out of something that's really difficult and then things get hard for you, then you know that maybe you were the one that made a wrong turn here. But whatever this was, the fact that you got out of it, I feel like a lot more, you know, opened up for you. And the universe saw it as a beautiful thing that you got out of it. And we have the World card in the reverse, so you're out of it. The universe is happy, but there's a sense of you maybe needing closure or maybe just emotionally not being over this, okay? You have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, so maybe you're dealing with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or just somebody who was being promiscuous in the situation, or just unreliable, because this could be an employee that, you know, can talk a good talk, that can sell salt to a slug, but when it comes to them, you know, finalizing things and going step by step and doing it the right way, they can't be relied on, okay? Now, in the present moment, we have the Three of Pentacles. So something here that you're building, something here where you're really being appreciated, where you can really grow and you can really expand. All right, and we have the Four of Swords. So you're in a place that you can grow, but I feel like while you're working on something, you're really just trying to think, you know, what's the best way for me to move forward? And it's not that you don't know where to go. It's just that you've been through a lot and you don't want to move forward until you feel like it's, you know, worth it, until you feel like it's something that is logical for you. And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, you know, there could be someone here that's very important to you. Maybe that's what's making it hard for you to move past things, because I feel like you guys aren't over something here. Maybe you're talking to multiple people, or maybe you're just in a place where you're just very unstable. Okay? But there's still opportunity for growth. Despite your hesitancy to move forward, despite the instability that you could feel within yourself or that you could feel within love at this moment, you're still able to build. Okay? That building aspect is still there for you, so don't ignore it. Because a lot of the times when we're going through something and we feel a lot of pain, you know, the normal human reaction is, oh my God, I don't want to see people today. I don't want to deal with this dumbass customer's bullshit. I don't want to follow this whole customer's right thing. I don't want to kiss ass to anyone right now. I want to be in my room and I want to fucking cry the shit out. Okay? So there's a sense of that could be happening. But again, when we kind of enclose ourselves in a space and we have that attitude, the only person that truly misses out on anything is us. You will never regret hustling. You will never say, oh damn, I worked 10 hours today and I made $200. I regret that. Like, says nobody ever. You're never going to regret putting work and getting something out of that work. So just make yourself, make sure you're not putting yourselves in a box that you can't get out of. Now, we have the Eight of Swords as your next card. And this is the center of the reading, which to me is going to be the most important thing of what's going on here. Mentally, you guys feel trapped. Physically, you're not. All right? There's a lot that you can do here. It's just that you're putting yourself in this mental agony with the situation that you're dealing with. We have the Ten of Coins. You guys have abundance coming in. You have good feelings coming in. You have good money coming in. You're just stuck on something that you had to move away from the past. All right? With the Knight of Coins in the reverse, this is giving you a very stagnant energy. This is something that's, not allowing you to move forward fully, although there's things here that are opening up for you. Your focus is on what you lost. Don't ever give someone that kind of power. Don't ever give a situation this sort of power. Even if it's something that breaks our heart, if you do anything that is detrimental to yourself, or let's say you're calling out of work, or you don't want to go out, or, you don't want to do things that would be productive for you, you're the only one that loses. They don't lose. They're going out in their life. They're doing whatever they have to do. So make sure you do the same and that you don't, end up as someone's sucker. All right? The last card that you guys have for the present moment is the Sun card. All right? So something very bright and abundant coming into your life. A sense of radiance coming into your life. For some of you, possibly a Leo. All right? But let's see what's going on here. We have the Strength card. So you guys have very, very strong Leo energy. So some of you, because it shows that some of you could have been dealing with the fire energy. But if this isn't a Leo, this is you guys having to be resilient and something very bright that comes to light for you. Okay? And you have the King of Coins in the reverse. So if any of you were dealing with a fire energy and all of this, or just, dealing with something that you were very passionate about, with the King of Coins in the reverse, this is important to realize. Am I the King of Swords? I mean, the King of Pentacles or King of Coins. Am I the King of Coins in the reverse in this case, or is it someone else? Because there's someone here that has a very, very powerful energy. Whether it's you or whether it's them, okay? But there's one person who isn't genuinely into what this is. If you know that there is someone that you are head over heels for, if you know that there is a job that you put before everyone you love, your family, your friends, your kids, then you have to ask, would I get the same sort of treatment from that person? Would they, deadass drop everything in their life and just show up to my doorstep if I needed help? Because somebody here is here for convenience. Somebody is here because there's some sort of benefit that they can get out of this. But if you ask them to show up at a time that's not convenient for them, they're going to laugh. They're not going to do it. So who is who? If you are overexerting yourself and stressing and this is who you're dealing with, don't give them that energy. Don't give in to them at all. Because they're using you for whatever feels good for them. But they'll leave you, high and dry. So if this is your energy, maybe there's something good coming into your life, but you're not able to fully appreciate it just yet. But if it's someone else that you're dealing with that you would give the world for, and that you would never let them down, they don't deserve you. They do not deserve you. Okay? Never settle. Never, never settle. Alright? Yeah, and we have the Page of Wands here. And we have the Magician, Ace of Swords in the reverse. So this could be someone that you guys have had a fallout with, that now they try to talk to you. Now they try to manifest things again. But with the Emperor and the Ace of Cups in the reverse, you need to be strong and don't let it move forward. Okay? So it could be that for some of you guys, whatever caused you this pain is going to try to come back in. And it's only going to cause you the same pain all over again. Okay? So I just hope that you guys don't backtrack when it comes to this. Now, moving forward, guys, the first card that we have for the future is the Ten of Wands. So burden, feeling a heavy load on your shoulders. We have the King of Cups. You're burdened, but you're powerful. Okay? Maybe there's just a lot of work that you have to get done with something. Or maybe you're out and you're doing what you need to do, although there's this pain and burden that you're carrying. But you have to walk away from someone or from something here. You have to stand your power even though it could be difficult. Okay? And I feel that so many people get themselves in such difficult situations because of the immense fear of that initial pain that you're going to feel. It's like, if I let this person go, I am going to be an emotional mess for, you know, the next 4 or 5 months. So a lot of people will delay because they don't want to feel that pain, not realizing that, hey, if I do this right now, tomorrow is day 1. Next week, that's 7 days that pass. You're starting the healing process. Never be afraid to go through something that is inevitable. Okay? And I wish that I could go back in time and tell myself that. Okay? We don't want to stay in something so long, because this is the type of thing where if you hold on to it and you keep putting off that, you know, that initial difficult, you know, cutoff, you could be miserable 4, 5, 6 years down the road. Why? Because you were scared to walk away that one time. So in this case, you guys really have to make sure you're really thinking about your future self and not what you feel you may want in the moment. Look out for your future self, because yourself right now may want that instant gratification where it's like, I know that this isn't going to work, but I want to feel the warmth of that person tonight. I know that this job is shitty, but let me just stay in it, you know, another 5 months, even though it's tearing my heart and my soul. Okay? That's only going to mess you up more in the future. Cut it off, even though it's difficult. The healing process can begin, and that's one day sooner that you get to move on with your life. Okay? So don't put this off, guys. And Six of Wands in the reverse, there's just something here where you're not going to feel like you had a victory, but it just wasn't supposed to be in your life. The universe is very abundant, guys, and if something is truly meant to be there, it will be there. Okay, so trust that the universe is guiding you away from something that's not meant to be there. We have the Six of Cups. Is this Six of Cups? No, this is the Four of Cups in the reverse. All right, so with the Four of Cups in the reverse, there's some sort of offer here that's accepted. Either you guys make it and it's accepted, or someone makes it towards you and you accept it. Let's see what this is. We have the Two of Swords. So a very difficult decision that someone is going to have to make in regards to accepting an offer. And you have the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Okay? This person from the past, or this energy from the past, it doesn't even matter who it is or what it is. It keeps coming up as fire. So even if you're dealing with someone other than fire, it's the same person. It's the same energy. And this doesn't always have to be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This just could be the way that someone carries themselves, where they're naturally a very powerful and influential person that can really put a lot of passion within us. But sometimes that doesn't always work in our favor. So it's the same energy that now it's come back and it's made some sort of offer. And you're like, fuck, do I take this offer? Should I go with this? But you know, with the Queen of Coins in the reverse, that this is something that you have gone above and beyond. This is the hardest queen to put in her reversal because she's so freaking down. If you were this for someone and they cannot appreciate that, you have to go. All right? Because there are people that with half of the effort you gave that person or that job or that friendship, they would absolutely freaking adore you and treat you like the king or the queen that you truly are. All right? Sometimes we treat people as roles that they don't deserve. I see it all the time. People treating girlfriends or boyfriends like husbands or wives, which is okay, especially if you want to build to that. But you have to ask yourself, is this person worthy of me holding them down like this? Me doing their laundry, making their meals, literally doing everything that a wife and husband would do when they don't deserve it, when they don't appreciate me. This could be with a job too. You know, putting in those extra hours, you know, putting in extra 2-3 hours every day after your shift. And the boss is out. They're at happy hour. They don't give a fuck. Okay, so there's just something that you gave so much, it wasn't appreciated in the past, and now they want to come back around. Okay. And we have the Palace of Swords in the reverse. So whoever this is, guys, or whatever it is, you know, because I'm always coming from an unbiased place, because for you, for everyone, it's going to be a different situation. The reason why I don't like it, and I'm speaking to you guys as a friend right now, well, I always speak to you as a friend, but in this case, it's because when you are around this energy, you're off. You don't think clearly. You don't make logical decisions. This person really throws you off from just making common sense everyday decisions. Anything that makes you feel that way or puts you in that position is disastrous. Okay, and that's exactly what you're dealing with now. And it's something that makes you very emotionally unstable. Okay, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Palace of Swords in the reverse. Your emotions are all over the place with this. You're not thinking clearly with this. With the Queen of Cups, I don't care if you're a man or a female. This is just something that puts you in a really messed up mindset. It brings out the worst in you. Do you truly want to be around something that brings out the worst in you? King of Swords in the reverse. I like this because this could be where you guys take that stand and say, you know what? Although this is crazy, fuck this, I can't do it. But for some of you, and I really hope that this isn't the case with a lot of you, whoever or whatever this is can turn into something that's going to be abusive, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally. So this is something that could really, really escalate. This is something very toxic that needs to get out of your life. Okay? So there's a sense of you maybe talking to this person or to the situation. But although you're trying to find balance here, know that this is something that you were supposed to go through. And know that now, once you get through this, with the Palace of Cups, you're home. And what do I mean by home? I mean that you fall into yourself again. You start thinking clearly. You start doing things that you're passionate about again. You start taking a path of life that you truly want to go down. You feel protected and safe in your environment, and that your feelings are safe. Okay? So it's something tough, and it's really going to test you, and it's going to keep coming back and forth out of, you know, in and out of your life. But the cord has to be cut, guys. As long as this energy or this person is around you, there's just going to be too much shitty things happening. And again, I'm not saying that one person was wrong or that one person did all of this, because it takes two to tango, okay? Or maybe more people, depending on what your situation is. But it's just not something that suits your energy. It's not something that, you know, suits your vibe. You will lose a lot in life if you continue to go down this path with whoever or whatever this is, okay? So let's get you guys some guidance for the month. Oracle of Visions by Cara Marchetti. What card of guidance does the sign of Scorpio need to hear for this month? All right. Wow. Alright, so I haven't seen this card yet. I always get excited when there's a new card here. So, for anyone into numerology, this is the number 9. Alright, I'll let you guys take the imagery in for a moment. Okay, and let's see what this is about. Just had it and lost it. All right, here we go. Support. Bearing the weight of others. 'Tis not enough to help the feeble up, but to support them after. And that's a quote by William Shakespeare in Timon of Athens. But what this card is saying is that this card represents the offering of strength and assistance and bearing a burden on behalf of others. Providing support can take many forms: moral, emotional, physical, and financial. We can offer our shoulders to bear the weight or lend an ear to share grief. Here, a jester offers his shoulder on which the girl can perform. He raises her up, allowing her to be the focus of the audience's attention. His subdued posture deliberately taking second place. His identity hidden. He provides an anonymous contribution. In the background are 3 tarot strength cards, which serve as props and reaffirm this card's message. While the effort and gesture is a noble one, there are times where we should come out of the shadows and take credit for our contributions. You do not always have to settle for being second fiddle. Be careful not to allow others to take advantage of your generosity. Okay, so for you, each of you, this is going to be something that relates to you differently. Now, in the present moment of your reading, it was showing something that is possibly coming into your life that could be good, but you don't necessarily appreciate it just yet. So in that, maybe there is something that is offering you support, where at this point you should take it. Okay, I know a lot of you are very strong individuals and may not want help in certain areas of life, but in this time, take it if it's there. Now, for a lot of others of you, it's going to be time where you realize, look, I was so bomb, and I really put you on a pedestal, and I helped you so much, and I gave you this, that, and the third. And I always let you get the spotlight, and I always let you be the one ahead, and I always made it seem like you were this powerful and amazing person. But it's not time for that anymore. I'm done with that. It's time for me to really stand my ground and to be the one in the spotlight. So who are you in regards to this? What position do you have to take with this? Is it time for you to finally show the world how powerful you are? Or is it time for you to, be in a place where others can support, get support from you? And the most important thing with this is because I feel like you guys are really going through a very powerful spiritual awakening right now. If you see, not even, let me, restart that thought. At this time in life, I'm not going to be surprised if you guys attract people towards you that could be going through similar situations or could be going through something that you went through in the past. You have a lot of knowledge about what's going to be good and what's going to be bad for you right now. And I feel like the pain really could have humbled you to where you can give this honest and heartfelt advice where you're not thinking about what would you do in a situation. You're thinking about what's going to honestly be best for this person. So just through the experiences that you went through, you can help others to navigate through their lives. But again, make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Make sure if you are being put in a shadow where you support someone else, that it's not something that becomes detrimental to you guys. And maybe you guys have the support coming in. Okay, so if the support is coming in, take it. All right, let somebody carry you for a little bit. Let somebody, say, let me take a little bit of burden off of you. You've gone through enough. You can rest your head on my shoulder. You're good. Okay? But very, very powerful. And I just get such a strong energy just with this card. Okay? So definitely a lot of changes coming in, guys. And, I feel like you're definitely releasing a lot that, yes, it could be painful, but it's absolutely necessary. Okay? So I'm really, really eager to see how things move forward from here. Okay, like I said, I know that I'm putting this out around the middle of the month, but I do have mid-months coming out for you guys. And for those of you that would like a personal reading, the wait time right now is anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks, just until I get completely caught up because, my kid just started school, so I want to be able to take a day off if I need to. And so yeah, I'll be back to normal soon, guys. Like I said, by September, I want to be back on the ball game after taking this time off. So I will be back to normal, with the shorter wait times. So thank you for all of those that have been patient and understanding. Now for anybody that does need to hear from me, like super right away, I do have emergency readings on my website as well. So with that, you'll hear from me within about 24 hours. So your reading will go right to your inbox. It's pre-recorded. You can watch it as many times as you'd like. Okay, guys? So anything you need, I'm here for you. Thank you again for all of your amazing support, for the likes, for the subscriptions. And if you guys would like to follow my Instagram, it is High Vibrations 44. I love you guys so much. Good luck, and I'm sending you love, healing, and discernment to get yourself through the situation. Okay? But don't let anybody play you a second, third, fourth, fifth time. I feel like whatever's trying to come back into your life, you know exactly what it has to offer, and at this point, I don't see it as being anything good. Okay? Stay strong, guys. You got this. Take care, Scorpio.